Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today I'm going to be demonstrating the disassembly and reassembly of the Evans Trig-A-Lite sparking mechanism. Go ahead and remove your fulcrum screws. This particular lighter, the screws are the, not the screws, but the threads that they're screwing into are stripped out. So I'm not going to be too hard to get these out. As you can see, once get the pressure off of it there, that one just fell out. Make sure and keep some pressure on the top there. I haven't had one just come flying out on me, but the 1954 lighter repair manual does warn you against that. And it's about this point, I believe, in the procedure where I remembered that I forgot to pull the flint spring screw. So I stopped and pulled the flint spring screw so I make sure that the whole thing doesn't come flying out there. That certainly probably would have sent the flint projecting across the room. So if you like these sort of instructional videos, please subscribe to the channel. Also, please like the video that you are watching. Tell your friends about the channel. Hit that share button. Send it off in an email, text, social media, however it is that you communicate with people nowadays, and let them get a look at it for themselves. So now we got that flint spring screw back out, and pressure back on top of the lighter, the other fulcrum screw out. So now we are free to remove the mechanism from the base of the lighter. Also, social media, Dependable Flame and dependableflame.com on Pinterest, eBay, Twitter, and Facebook. You want to watch that little nail that's in the end of the spring. That's going to go down in the lighter to hold it in place. So keep that spring and the stud there in it. And then you can go ahead and disengage the snuffer assembly from the thumb lever. And then once you get that separated, you can get the file wheel out by moving those arms forward. The one on the right side, the back side, the side of the gear, it's going to be the one that's actually turning the wheel. So it goes on the back side when you're reassembling it. And for such a intricate mechanism, the reassembly is relatively easy. With the file wheel and the thumb lever, you're going to get the first fulcrum screw back in place. There with that first, in the first holes, closest to the chimney wick, or wick chimney I should say. And then you'd want to go ahead and screw those back down, screw that fulcrum screw at least snug. You wouldn't necessarily want it tight. like I said, these are stripped out anyway, and a lot of these Evans have rivets in them that aren't going to thread as anyway. So then with the nail seated down in the lighter inside of the screw, you get that in place, and then be careful not to bend that spring as you're sliding it up into the thumb lever, but it'll slide up on in there, and then be good to go. So there is that portion of it. Then you're going to take your snuffer assembly with the ratchet arm or arms in front of the file wheel and slip the back of the snuffer assembly back into the lugs in the thumb lever. You get it all lined up, it'll slip right in there. And then once everything is positioned in place there, put your back fulcrum screw in. Get that tightened down, and that's going to complete the reassembly of the Trig-A-Lite mechanism. If you have any comments or questions about this particular project, leave them below. As I was saying earlier, social media, Dependable Flame and DependableFlame.com, on eBay, Pinterest, Facebook, and Twitter. And all these things will help the channel to continue to grow and help me to be able to continue to bring you these kind of instructional videos. So we get the flint back in there and get this one sparking again. And that's that. Get a little preview of what I got coming this week. Until next time.